Hey there, and welcome back to Off the Rails, an educational monster train series where we explore content mods for the game to shake things up. Yeah, not much exciting to report today. We are continuing on with our Unofficial Balance Patch series, going through another cycle, another rotation. Otherwise, it's something I maintain, in case you have no idea what that is. And yeah, I don't really have much for you today. I kind of wanted to discuss a little bit about the previous episode, though. It's interesting because it was actually a pretty cursed run when you think about it. I think there were 4 or 5 steel shops where we didn't get anything we wanted, and ultimately I just had to buy HP into my unit. So that didn't help, but I also think our line was fundamentally flawed to the extent that I was jam packing a bunch of sirens behind our Penumbra friend, and it did not work out very well. So it's tricky. There was a lot of good discussion in the comments as well afterwards about what is it, Glutton Penumbra in particular. I really appreciate all that feedback. I think that there is something there that I think I want to do, but I have to test and play with it a bit because it's not easy. At its core, I think Glutton is a well-designed path that suffers based on how the combats function. The main issue is that rank 2 of Glutton is too slow to succeed in a vacuum without going rank 3. You really have to commit all the way in order to scale to the degree that it actually can win and ramp quick enough. The other problem, of course, being that this stupid thing suffers from morsel syndrome. You have to feed it stuff, and feeding it stuff is difficult in the DLC, and you're limited by space and things. I genuinely believe, and I responded to a few comments in this vein as well, I genuinely believe that hunger may solve the problem here. And yeah, so I think that matters. I think hunger is a solution that works, right? Because you can eat more, so it means you can ramp quicker, which helps, right? If I could eat 4 things a turn instead of 2, that is a solution. And I think that's really important, especially because he's a 3 spacer, right? And he starts slow. Another solution I was considering that came up once or twice in comments was, what if instead I just give him good base stats, right? The thing is he kind of, let me look at the logbook actually. This is an interesting one to discuss. I don't mind kind of just going on a tirade here. Look at something like Harvest Rector. Harvest Rector starts 10-15, 15-25, 30-50. Those are some decent starting points. He's a 50 HP baseline tank. Okay, it's not incredible, but he's basically Demon Fiend. Now look at Penumbra on Glutton. 2020 the whole way. This dude does not get any scaling that helps at all. And if you look at Accumulator, 420 spread, it's kind of similar to what he starts at, right? 30-50. Okay, so let's see, it's like 2/5 scaling times this, so he should have like what? You have 2/5 of your scaling is your health, or 2/5 of your health is your scaling. So if we go over to Glutton and we make the same analogy, 2/5 of your attack is your scaling, then what? He should start at, let's see, 1530 would be half. So he immediately starts at like 60 attack. Ish, more. He starts at 75 attack, right? He would have to start at, no, math is hard. No, not 75. That's 1/5. Why is math so difficult for me in the morning? I don't know. 75 would be 1/5. So really it needs to be something in the like 35, 40-ish range. Probably, I mean, it doesn't have to be a super analogous, but he needs to start with more stats. I think that needs to happen anyway, so I'm pretty confident I will start him with some stats in the later combats, right? He needs to start at more than 2020, right? He just kind of dies, and I think that's unfortunate. Now, the other part of that, of course, being if he had hunger, he ramps much quicker, which is good. I do think hunger is probably the angle I'll take, but I don't want to make him too samey with our friend. Where are you, friend? Rare. Morsel Maid. I don't want to make him too samey with this. Morsel Maid kind of doesn't have a niche in the base game. He's just, I eat morsels good. And the problem is, I eat morsels good is something that the entirety of Umbra should be good at, right? The fact that none of Umbra is good at this except for Morsel Maid is a tragedy, and is probably the core problem with Umbra as a clan, is that I have to feed them these things and they're bad at eating these things. So, like, they take up too much space, so you can only fit so many of the things on the floor. The things that you fit on the floor take up unit limit space, so I can't go beyond 7. It's just... And then you have to protect them because the enemies either sweep or have spikes or something. It's a nightmare. So, TLDR, I think that Glutton needs work, and yeah, it was a tough seed regardless. We are going to move forward, though. That was a large discussion on Penumbra, but I'm glad to have had it. I responded to a bunch of comments, actually, about this, and I didn't hit everyone's, but I read all of them, and I responded to a few. There were a lot of redundant thoughts as well, which is totally cool, so I opted to respond to the one that was getting the most thumbs ups. So I think that's a fair take. And yeah, I love the comments and the discussions that come out of the Unofficial Balance Patch and this series in general, because you don't get that on my other series. My other series, both of them, Curse Seeds and Train of Thought, simply, it's people going, wow, that was a cool line, or how do you solve this problem? They're talking about winning the game, and that's great. I love that. But you don't get any balance discussions. I love balance discussions. I get so many of them in the comments of these videos that it's really motivating. So anyway, that is enough chatter there. We're on a 0-win streak because we lost. We straight up lost. I didn't even get a chance to recover that, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. And yeah, we are moving forward to Rector. Yeah, all right. So hey, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's send it. Yep, I am recording. I didn't just talk to myself for 7 minutes and not record. Yeah, we're good. All right, hope you're all doing well today. I'm slightly distracted because as I am recording this, our cat was limping a little bit, so I'm a little concerned about the gato, and my SO and I are figuring it out. He doesn't appear to be swelling or having any problems there, but I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. I don't know. So I'm slightly distracted, but also I really wanted to turn today into a big recording session, so here I am. Anyway, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing otherwise just fine. We are today default melting with default awoken. We have double barrel Daedalus with, what are you? What is this? This is Spell Shield Arcus? It sure is. And Patient Seraph with Hallowed Drippings, Restoration, Detonation, and Resin Removal. 2 of these are modded, and both of them are very good in the mod. Hallowed Drippings actually does something which I like. 5 armor. And then Resin Removal has Permafrost, which is really solid. And also Restoration Detonation is here. It's a good combo for a lot of reasons. I could honestly reform Rector pretty comfortably here. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Let's look at the map and see what we were working with here. We have both banners, Awoken with the Steel Shop. So we could see something cool here. We have another Remnant banner on Ring 3 with the Magic Shop, opposite of a dupe, double temples, triple temples early. Let's look. Okay, there is a Ring 8 temple as well. So, okay. That is true. A removal dupe on Ring 8 is also very powerful, and another removal dupe on Ring 6. That's a very potent combination of nodes that we can take advantage of. The removal dupe on 8 is with the Magic Shop. So, okay, fair enough. All right, nothing too crazy to report. We want to try to aggro these steel shops early if we reasonably can to get value out of these temples while we have them, because there's a big drought in the mid game. And then ideally, if I'm going to dupe something, I want it to happen on 6 and 8. So I'd like to make sure I have whatever I'm wanting to do squared away by ring 6. So we'll be a little aggro on steel shops here, but that's fine. Let's see what we get. Light's Gift Golden Vault. Light's Gift is very good for a lot of different reasons. Light's Gift does mean that Harvest Rector is less useful here, because enemies aren't going to be attacking, right? So I don't need that much HP. Now, I think you have to take Light's Gift. Golden Vault this early is inevitably going to cost me money. I don't have anything great that enables me to avoid damage. No pings here. So I think it is Light's Gift. And let's see our Forge here. Yeah, I'm not so confident in this accumulator with Light's Gift. I think that conflicts a little too hard. I'm going to need innate scaling on the floor. The Hallowed Drippings start with Burnout Rector seems pretty strong, though. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Big fan. I'll take money. I love money. We love dollar bills. Let's see. A unit draft with Aggressive Amulet. We can punch out the front, dude, and then I just need a drag in the back. Now, the only downside here is if I don't hit one of my hallowed drippings, I think we lose the combat, potentially. But I think we have to take that risk. It's a little concerning. It's one of those things, this is one of the problems with Burnout Rector, right? You look at this and you go, well, I don't know, just top deck your Burnout Extender or you lose. You don't lose. I think we would be able to muscle through enough, but yeah. And clear the floor, sure. I will put a Train Steward middle here. Yeah, sure. Sure. Seems fine. Okay. One more turn and we lose our man. A little concerning. Yeah, so here I have 5 out of 12 of hitting Hallowed Drippings, or else we're in kind of the nightmare scenario. Now, what am I doing? I think I do want to play this Train Steward. Getting double Stewards out is good. Yeah, so we are blessed, is what we find out. We are blessed by having hit one of these things, but I wasn't guaranteed to, and that's a concern, right? I mean, you weren't guaranteed to do it. And I mean, obviously now we win. Now there's absolutely no chance of losing, but yeah, it's weird. Huh. It's always a risk. But even in that case, I mean, the Train Stewards chug through 20. You have the Light's Gift. I could put 2 more Train Stewards up top. They would chug through another 20. I mean, you would do some damage. It wouldn't be the end times, but I don't know. What do I know? Let's see. Purifying Cleanse or Whiplash or Molten Encasement into Patient. Molten Encasement into Patient is pretty great. If there were a reform, I would value that higher here, but we do not have a reform in this selection. Stealth into Patient is... I mean, that's pretty good, right? It's just really good. I do love me a good Whiplash, though, especially in this clan combo. I think you have to take the Molten Encasement for a few reasons. First, I am looking for steel shops, so seeing an Endless becomes good with this Molten Encasement. 2, this answers Patient very effectively. It's a very strong survivability choice. And I already have the Burnout Extender for Burnout Rector. Yeah, I think it is Molten Encasement. You could argue Whiplash pretty successfully there, I think. And I'm going to grab this Vine Grasp so I have a ping. Yep. I think we'll have enough HP with the Restoration Detonations that I don't need the Wildwood Sap here. Yeah. Wilting Sapwood? I mean, it's pretty good. Its attack is equal to its health. This is a big punch. He hits like a truck. And if you can heal him, he hits like an even bigger truck. Alternatively, you could go all in on Thorned Hollow on this run, right? Because you could self-infuse him and he gains 6 spikes. What do you all want to see more? Ooh, what an interesting dilemma. I think you could reasonably take either of these lines, and the only reason I lean towards Wilting Sapwood is because I have Light's Gift. If I didn't have Light's Gift, I think the Thorned Hollow is actually stronger here, but because you have a big man just punching downstairs, kills a dude, and then you have Thorned Hollow cleaning up everything at that point up top. I'm going to grab Wilting Sapwood. This is a weird one. I like this unit, but I don't get a chance to play with it very often. It's really interesting to me because it doesn't care about attack buffs at all. It just cares about HP, and if you give it a plus 25, it converts that immediately into 25 attack. So, like a large stone becomes 40-40, right? And a Hearthstone becomes 25-25. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. We have a quick Burnout 1 here. Probably want that Burnout 1 in my tomb. Double Hollows. Interesting. What if you did... It's funny because Awoken Hollow into Sapwood, or vice versa, right? You think about this. Awoken Hollow into Sapwood is essentially the same thing as it is by default, right? Because Cultivate gives you attack and health, but the attack doesn't matter, and the health gives you attack. So it's basically, you just get the normal Awoken Hollow essence. That's true. The upshot being 15 life, and the Cultivates make you stronger, I suppose. It is fair. I don't know. I would look for... I don't know. I'm not thinking a hollow here. I'm thinking if they show me something else. We're going to burn out one this Molten Encasement, for sure. I'm going to not take quick. I'm going to re-roll here. Large. So, like, a large stone is actually just 40 attack here. But I don't think that's it. I'm going to move on from this position. Value stone... Purge. No, I don't think we take anything else here. We're strong enough to get through this combat. Yes. This Sapwood has very interesting... I want to take this unit draft 10 times out of 10. Yeah. The Sapwood has very interesting behaviors because what is correct? Right? Because this thing punches. We're going to put him top. Right, I mean, like, he gains that plus 100, so if I heal him now, he gets better attack. I'm going to pull... How do I want to do this? So what you do is you do... That's tricky, right? I think we do... I can kill this backline. I mean, we can do 20, right? So... Any heals represent damage done. I would like Mr. Rector to punch that man. But I also really want to draw through my deck here. Yeah, I want to draw through my deck. I actually think getting rid of the curse is stronger here. Shame. We don't get the collector here. Restoration Detonation is just 10. We take that. I like that a lot. I may as well play the Molten Encasement. I don't know why I would save it. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's no reason to keep this thing. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, we're shown Hallow Drippings, which, why was I ever concerned to begin with, but yeah. I do like this, right? I mean, he's a 42 by 42 here. That's really strong right now. And with Light's Gift, it's nice because he just very freely deals with stuff. I mean, we just Resident Rule downstairs, and then you play a Train Steward, and it's over, but it's nice because he's Demon Fiend. And the main concern with Wilting Sapwood in the mod is simply, how do you keep it alive in Relentless, or in Waves, right? Because he just gets punched and he loses life. No reforms, huh? No reforms. That's a little tricky. I would have liked one, but... yeah, Draft is nice if I want to go that route, unless I want to lean into Sapwood. Then Draft less nice. I should take a Wicklash now that I'm shown another. Or Purifying Cleanse actually is maybe better. Maybe. Right, because think about it. The healing, if I end up going burnout something or other into Sapwood or Sapwood into a burnout something, then the healing is good versus Wicklash, which doesn't benefit Sapwood at all. So I'm going to grab Purifying Cleanse here and skip the draft. I know. I'm probably going to regret that immediately. I'm going to click on Focus Growth. Yeah, so here's the deal. I take Shattered Shell and I put Sapwood into Shattered Shell. Right? It gives the attack is equal to health. He walks out with, what is that, 30 HP from that infusion, so he starts as a 30-30. The only question then is, how do I increase his health? It's actually not that good here, right? Because he doesn't get that summon gain plus 100 health. And I can't move the... Right, I can't move the what's it called over. The sweep over. Interesting. You can't put sweep into a hollow here. That makes sense, right? I mean, that'd be a little strong. A little, it'd be a lot of strong. Ridiculously so. Okay. Interesting. How am I playing this Sapwood? How am I angling this? I mean, because he's going to be strong. I just need to... How do I leverage this into a winning position? Having the infusion literally provide that effect is very interesting to me, because what do you do with this effect? It's strong, but what do you do with it? I don't know. What do I want to fuse with this? I mean, Animus of Will literally doesn't care, right? Because the minus attack is irrelevant. So let's look. If I see an Animus of Will, I think that is kind of the pick. Sure, true. You could put this in a sweeper, but I don't think that's necessarily important. Yeah, like even Steel Singer, we would kind of... Like the +1 permanently doesn't matter if you merge them together. You're just looking to give it a ton of stats. I mean... Yeah, you're just looking to give it a lot of HP, and there are options for this. What about Melting? What does Melting offer here? You got some interesting choices. Yeah, you've got some interesting choices. I don't know. This Sapwood might just be a punch. We might just stick it behind Rector and punch with it. I don't actually know if it becomes my main line, so I might consider picking up another main line then. Shattered Shell then I think is good to grab. Yes, we grab the Shattered Shell here, I think. It's going to be good no matter what. Right, Hellvent. I don't think the Hellvent is good. I don't have any great choices for this right now. I'm going to go to the magic shop then. Maybe see... There's a couple things I could see, right? Paraffin Enforcer would be nice. Remove Consume. Then a Consumer. We have, what? 10 Piercing Spell Chain? Curious. Okay. Let's see what we're shown. Lady of the Reformed or Paraffin Thug. Interesting. Are any of these good? This is a cool effect, but I'm glad to have made this effect and implemented it, but sometimes I look at things like this and I go, but how do I play this? How do I play this? And that's a really difficult question to answer. Part of it could be simply I'm not being creative enough. I have not thought of the answer. What is the trick here, right? Animus of Will, obviously, I think is the strongest pick, but what other choices are there? And then, otherwise, what? I don't know. Interesting. Okay. So, Lady of the Reformed is pretty good for Rector. Let's just lock that in. I think we do want that. That's pretty strong. And that does mean I have 3 bloody units, which I don't like. It's true. That's true. Now, one advantage of Sapwood's infusion is that it does not actually... It doesn't cost me space, right? Unlike most of the hollows, it does not cost you space, which I think is really good. Okay, so... My main problem with Shattered Shell and Sapwood here is... Sure, you have a decent amount of attack stats initially, but the slays are irrelevant, and it falls off a cliff very quickly. Maybe if this infusion also provided the summon gain max health effect, then you could do some absolutely disgusting shenanigans here. I think that would be really strong. Maybe I should implement that. Carry over the max health here as well. This is something you wouldn't do on a normal hollow, but this is like the rare hollow, right? This is your rare special thing, so having some neat ability that carries over that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of do like that idea. Okay, so what the heck am I doing? What am I doing then? Is that a value stone? No, it wasn't. I was thinking about that focus growth. Okay, I should upgrade something first because I could see an X5 and I'd like a decently upgraded something. Now, what does that mean? I think I'm going to 20 and consume a restore here and then re-roll. Yeah, I think that's good. -1s are solid. Yeah, -1s are solid. There is, I mean, the problem with the -1 and the focus growth is that it means that there's a universe I can't afford to hold over, but yeah, look at that. Unbelievable. Game punish. Big punish. I'm gonna grab Steel Polyclaw. Yeah, that's a huge punish. I guess I couldn't, I shouldn't have known, but what do you hold over here even? Right? Like what do I even hold over? And that was kind of the big thing, right? I look at this and I go, I don't really see anything for it. So I'm just going to keep continuing to 20 and consume restores and take a -1 in a focus growth. Like I'm actually better off this way. So don't get mistaken, right? It's the reason why I did that is I looked at the holdover and I said, there's a universe I can't take something here, but I also don't care. I also just don't care. Restoration Detonation, 20 piercing. That would have been a good holdover, but I think that's fine. Let's see, Spell Chain. No Pact here either, I don't think. I don't think so. Oh, you know what I could have done? I didn't consider? Lady of the Reformed into the Molten Encasement and then Draft into the Wilting Sapwood. But dang, I don't know about that. That's risky, and that also calls the shot a little hard here, right? Yeah, it does. Now, the problem is I only get 2 more chances at an infusion, so I need to... What am I doing, right? Fortunately, 1 is on ring 4, so I do get to look at that and a steel shot together. So that'll inform everything, pretty much, right? With the Awoken banner, we have maximum chances of seeing an Animus of Will. And an Animus of Will tells me, do I actually care about this Sapwood or not? Or am I treating it as just like an early game Demon Fiend? Because you might just remove it. That's a really good path because there's also removals on that side. So I can just cut the unit that's not my line. True. Okay, I think we move on. Although I maybe do take this 20 piercing in, this 10 piercing into Restoration Detonation. That's really good. It just is. Yeah, I will grab that. Spell Chain, no, but we'll move on from here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. I think we're reasonably strong right now. We have a Demon Fiend that we can actually play. So I think that's good. Inherently, it's good. You just slap him up top and he wins. Right? It's Rector middle, it's Sapwood top, and then we even get the plus. I mean, he goes 45-45 here, and goes even higher. He's going to be really strong and also really hard to kill. Yep, you get Lady in play here. Very good. Do I even play the Shattered Shell? Maybe. Probably need to. Yes, I think I do need to here. True. It's a lot of damage taken here, but I think it's okay. The Lady is ultimately just for some burnout stuff here, so... Oh, yeah, interesting. Okay, so we get the Hallowed Drippings on middle here. I get the Purifying Cleanse. Actually, I can use Pure Restoration Detonation and kill that floor. It's true. Although I can also put this man up top to 68-68. I think I should do that. That's really good. And then we're going to Purifying Cleanse the Lady, take the Restore up top, and we're okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We have a lot of damage from various positions here, so we're good. I'm going to take out the Haste person. We 20 consume a Restore here. Big value. You just burn cards as well. Yeah. You just burn the Molten Encasement too. It does not matter if it gets blasted by the bomb. True. Pulley Claw, I don't think so. Yeah, we're fine. I reasonably feel we could even win on mid-floor potentially. Okay, maybe not. It's a lot of damage coming in. 116 by 116, we get a free round. It's pretty good. I will play the resin removal on that damage shield there. I think that's good. And yeah. Sure. Okay, alright. I think we win this. Nice. We get the pop in front, which means we take no damage up top. We get the Hallowed Drippings middle. I get some extra damage on bottom into that protector, and we're good. Yeah, we should be fine. Right? Oh yeah, we actually just win. Cool. I mean, we have a 120 Sapwood, but it's easy to look at this and think this is really powerful. When he gets hit, he loses damage, so it's actually not that strong. Meanwhile, we have 1v1 the Rector, so that's always good. Okay, our early game got carried a little hard by circumstance there. Devourer, Shard Channeler, Sacrificial Resurrection. Devourer is really strong as an infusion into Molten Encasement if I go that route. If I see an Endless here, I should grab this, right? I should grab that. Ooh, God, those are rough. Tycoon, Animus of Speed, and Thorned Hollow again. Well, no, I don't think so. These are bad, right? Animus of Speed is not terrible, but not for this run, I don't think. Thorned Hollow, Wickless Tycoon, I don't know. These are not good. I might be getting baited by this Sapwood. My brain wants me to try to lean into this because I have it, but I'm struggling to find the hit. There's pretty much one unit that I want to hit with this, the Animus of Will, and then this thing can pop off. But I don't think it's that good otherwise. I need multi-strike for it. It's too multi-strike reliant, maybe. Maybe this thing needs trample? I don't know. This is a great example of me exploring a line. This could just be a loss. I'm just going to tell you right now, if I lean into this Sapwood and it ends up not being good, I think we just lose. And I'm happy to see that because I don't get to play with these rare units very often. Like, what do you do here? What do I put into it? Thorned Hollow is spikes and 25-25, which is okay, but do I want a 4-space friend? I guess it's okay, but again, we have Light's Gift, so it's not that good here. Quick is fine, but it's not what I want. Animus of Speed is a really strong unit. If I had seen it earlier, I think it would be a defining line, but I already have other units that I think are pretty good right now, so I'm gonna skip this, I think. This maybe is bold, I don't know. Draw would be strong, Ember would be strong. I think Draw now is probably the pick. Yeah. we can decide, right? We can decide what we need to take otherwise, and we always go to the right here. Okay, this is the most formative part of the run, because before I click anything, you could see an Animus of Will on this Awoken banner, which changes how I think about the rest of the run, whether or not I go in on Wilting Sapwood. I could see Multi-Strike in the shop, which also helps. I could see Endless in the shop, which also helps as far as infusing Devourer of Death into Molten Encasement. And the temple lets me do this infusion right now. And then I can remove whatever ends up not being good. So, yes. All important stuff. Okay, it's a quick in the shop. It's an Animus of Will. I feel really good about grabbing this now, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. I will go burn out Rector 2. Yes. Now, -2. I don't need this. Purge. I don't need this. Now, with only one infusion between now and the end of the run, what am I doing? What is more important? It's probably Animus into Sapwood here. We're going to lean in on this, I think. I think so. Yeah. Okay. I mean, all right. Fair. Yeah, okay, fine. I think that's strong. 2 hits. It doesn't win, though, right? I need to hit another multi-strike is the problem. From a shop. That is objectively true. But, so we're going to be in a multi-strike dependent line, but I think this is strong enough for the mid-game for sure. This thing hits like a truck. He's basically a 120 at this point, and I have no upgrades in him. So, that's pretty good. Okay, we're going to do that. All right. Sapwood commit. Now that does mean we drop the shell, remove, and the lady can stay. Yeah, the lady is fine for the moment. Eventually, I think we remove her too, but not yet. She's better than a train steward by far at this point. She supports a lot, gives me flexibility in where I put Rector. Now, sadly, I do not get the ability to do multi-strike here, right? I do not. I could quick into Animus of Wilting Sapwood, I suppose. But again, Light's Gift, and it's not chased, so I don't care as much. It does help somewhat into Divinity. Divinity hits, right? Helps into Patient as well. We're going to want chump blockers here. Yeah, I maybe should have considered spending less money so I could reroll this shop. But dang, I really wanted... These upgrades were so good. Avoided some of these 20 consumes, maybe. That might have been a mistake. Ah, dang. Okay. We have to skip the removal dupe here. I need to see that steel shop more than anything else on this run. We're going to do triple steel shops in the end, probably. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have not bought either of the 20 consumes. And Merchant of Steel would have been able to be rerolled then. Okay. It's fair take. It's fair. So that's a mistake. It may cost me. Because, again, I have 2 good hits from this the steel shop, right? I have Endless, I have Multi-Strike. But lacking either of those, I think this falls short a bit. Yeah, alright. We go to the battle here. Okay. We're strong now. I think we're going to be okay because we have Multi-Strike doing 120s, but I can take this money here. It's fine. But I don't think this wins the run yet. Like, you can't play this bottom. I need to heal it up. So we're looking at Sapwood, Rector, heal, drag middle, and we accept curses and hope for the best. True. I might have considered not playing the Rector there, but I don't know, just hit. Just hit. Like, we're very powerful now. We hit well enough there that this floor is going to go crazy. It's true. Let's see, what do I levitate out of here for 3 days? You just pick one of the curse friends, right? Yeah, we just pick a curse friend. I think that's for sure correct. And we yank the... Let's see. Yank this man forward. Do a heal up top. Drag middle. Doesn't do anything else. It's okay. I think I did the organization so that Rector punches that front dude. Yeah, also there was a chance of a restoration detonation. At worst, the problem with this at worst is I take 1 damage. And I'm cool with that, right? That's fine. Alright, we are full healed here, which means our dude is really powerful. Do see the Hallow drippings. Good, 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 good. I think this is strong. Train Steward, Train Steward. Yeah, okay. We're going to do enough damage here. I just play the curses out. We are winning this combat. Is there a way I can... No, I can't pull one of these Absolvers. I think it's fine. I don't play these cards. Yeah. It's a shame, but it's fine. I mean, we win this, right? Yeah. True. True. Okay. I think we're fine here. Big bonks. We like that. Okay. Got the trial, did everything. I think our mid game is looking solid here. A reform in the form of Wicked Blaze is really good. Although I think Sacred Wicks is better. It's cheap. And the only things that are going to be dying are, what, Dregs and Rector? I'm going to take the Sacred Wicks here. It's tough. I'm going to grab Wicked Blaze. It's targeted. Cycle of Life. Right? I mean, Cycle of Life is just plus 10 attack to Wilting Sapwood. I should click that, I think. Although Pyro is potentially really good as well. Ember. A lot of my deck is cheap, though. I do think that is important to consider. That changes with Cycle of Life, right? I'm going to take Cycle of Life. This is a plus 10 attack and plus 10 health to Sapwood, which I think matters. It's one of the few cards that lets me scale it. So I think that's good. I'm going to go to the Magic Shop here. Take the remains, the money. Magic Shop says remove consume. Okay, I mean, that's fine. We just take -1 on Cycle of Life, -1 on Cycle of Life here. The plus 10 into the other Restoration Detonation, probably pretty good. Reroll this. Double stack. You could double stack a Hallow Drippings. It is a very powerful play. We're going to -1 Cycle of Life. And at this point, I kind of just want to play Cycle of Life a lot. Right? It's true. Should put a plus 10 on this Vine Grasp, I think. I'm going to buy our removal now into a Train Steward and another Train Steward. Okay. I don't think it is the Stack Stone. Do I need money for anything? We're going to a steel shop. There's money there. I think we're okay. I am a little low on shards. I'm going to grab both of these hordes for 30 to 75. Probably take an infusion. We're actually okay on shards, though. Yeah, we'll move on. I think we're going to be strong into the mid game and then fall off a cliff is where I'm at. I could take this Heaven Seal. Like, again, we're strong right now, but I think we fall off a cliff pretty hard into the late game. I genuinely do believe that. I think it's correct to do what we're doing, and you Sapwood, Rector, and then play into it, right? I think this is correct. Take the big heals here. I think they are the correct choice. You play the Devourer of Death in the middle, which kills the Collector. True. That's cool. Take the Collector there. Yeah, so we had this Wicked Blaze in the Nightmare Circumstance, but we're actually just super chilling here, I believe. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Yeah, if if an ally dies, then Devourer of Death's soul is permanent, which makes this unit significantly stronger in the mod than the base game. I forgot to mention that detail, but it is an important point. It's kind of cool, huh? Yeah. Obviously, there's some trade here with the armor 10 gain, but it's fine. Right, Cycle of Life is just 10 HP. We love that. We are just killing this floor, which is great news. That's true. We are just killing that floor. I will take the Restoration Detonation. It's good. I'd like to Polyclaw something here, probably. I don't think I need to, actually, right? We hit enough times. We're strong. Okay, I suppose we just take the Restore then. Yeah. I mean, because we can go higher, right? We go to 130 now that we have the... What is it? Now that we hit the Cycle of Life. So, sure. Purifying Cleanse up top? Sure. We hit enough times. Like, we're strong now. I mentioned this before, but we are strong at this exact moment. Which I think is a fair pickup. It is fair. Devourer of Death, come back, my friend. You're actually pretty strong. I love that. We are full health up top. Yeah, good. All right, I mean, nice. Sweet. We clear the back line. Good. I just draw a card now. Regen, I suppose. And we chill. Then you ascend the Harpy to lose, right? Yeah, the Cycle of Life is really good here. Yeah, buddy, that Cycle of Life is something else. Sweet. That's a one. He's doing pretty well, and he has no upgrades, by the way. Gnarled Root. That does absolutely nothing. I guess there's Cycle of Life value. It doesn't even work on the Sapwood. I mean, I'll click it. Fine. It's sad, though. Memories of the Melted. That's modded. It changed. Sacrifice a unit, gain 3 Ember. I don't need the Ember here, though, so I don't care about this. I don't need another Reform, and Sacrificial Resurrection doesn't help me here. Take the money. Awake. Is that good? Yes, it is. Do I need it now? No. We're not looking for Rejuvenate triggers. Yeah, we're not looking for Rejuvenate triggers. We move on. I believe. Engraft is okay, but again, I don't need the Rejuvenate trigger. It does nothing, essentially, otherwise. Preserve Thorns is fine, but I don't need this. We skip them. In fact, I'd like to kind of shrink the deck to the best of my ability. We go to the Steel Shop. I think I have to. Show me what I want. Multi-strike, excellent. Yeah, that ×3 hit is big value. We love that. Now, a +25 is just straight up like fire value here, right? It's 25-25, which I love. But at the same time, I do see 2 more Steel Shops, right? So I don't see a reason to go ham. Thornfruit, Waxer, Snuffer. Lost Luggage. Can I just take all of these? It has to be Waxer Snuffer, right? It has to be. This is too powerful. It is. So in that universe, then, we re-roll this looking for Endless. We don't see it. We do see another Heartstone. I think I do keep the lady. Sure, actually, I think she's fine. I'm going to commit the 25 health into her. And I'm going to look in the caverns real quick. Bone Dog. I'm going to purge a card. I think is fine. Just get rid of this last Train Steward here. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to remove that. Thanks, Bone Dog. Here, have a friend. Don't guilt me, video game. You can't guilt me. I'm too strong for that. And that was a good shot. Just hitting 1 multi-strike is good. Yeah, for sure. We'll move on. I think we dominate Arcus at that point. That is a really important hit. Hold on, we're getting updates on Cat. Let's see, Cat, we think he maybe sprained his ankle. Yeah. Alright, poor kitty. I think he's going to be okay, though. He's notorious from jumping from higher than I think he should, and then that, like, anyone thinks he should. So, that is probably what happened here. Ooh, I love that 45 by 3. Now, I think I do commit Rector in front. The thing is you don't want Wilting Sapwood tanking and Relentless because he loses damage like outright from that. So doing it like this is much better. Also, thank you, Resin Removal. Very cool. Okay. I think I will... Right, we're going to Vinegrass middle. I am going to put the Lady middle. I'm going to bring in the Dreg number 2. I'm going to play Bad Restore on middle, and then I'm going to put the Purifying Cleanse into Rector. It's guarantees he doesn't die, and we just send a Train Steward, a Dreg. That's good. This is fine. Cool. Cycle of Life for sure into our friend upstairs. We need to heal him a lot. We just get some units killed on bottom and they kill everything. Cool. Mid-floor is not very strong. I'm imagining, what am I doing eventually is the thought process here. Like, what is the eventual commit here? Is it just for like Rector in front of Sapwood? I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Like, this is strong here. It's going to be decent into... Maybe, oh no, it's probably... If I see Endless on this Molten Encasement, we just stealth it up. Oh, yeah, and then you play Rector with Lady. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. True, true. I feel really good about that, then. Okay. Yeah. All right, we're fine on that. That is the line. I would like to find an Endless, then. True, I want to get rid of your... Oh, you're already taking 400 damage. Never mind. Never mind. We're fine. I'm about to get rid of this man's spell shield. I mean, you may as well, right? I don't need to set anything else on this turn. So sure. A lot of damage. He's doing pretty well. If I can get more copies of Cycle of Life, we're also feeling pretty good. I had to give up on that Hellvent. So if I see Endless on this next shop, then I can go to the removal dupe and we dupe Cycle of Life, which is scaling, which I think is really good. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay there. We're definitely getting through Arcus after that turn, right? We just hit him for 400 or something huge. Oh, look at this. That makes sense. The relics apply after a card abilities, so his 10 spikes actually interact positively with Gnarled Root. Oh, it's actually cracked. It's so good. Oh, that makes so much sense, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're totally fine, right? You get the spike. Yeah. We're super chilling. Super chilling. Okay, good. Having a man in front of the Sapwood is, I think, really critical to this run being a success. We just do big heal on our friend in middle and we're fine, I think. Sure. Yeah, because that gives me turns, right? Which I think are valuable. Dang, I really like the value you get out of the Cycle of Life. Cycle of Life is so strong on this unit. Okay, so that's good. Mid-floor, I don't know what anyone expected. Draw me cards, give me Burnout. And nothing else matters. What could you do that's weird here? You could... No, you only have 4 Ember at this stage. Ah, it's fine. Just skip it. I was going to say you could Wicked Blaze and put something behind by Polyclaw. Oh, you can't Polyclaw an ally. Never mind. I always forget about that nuance. We win this, right? We take these? Yeah, we take these. We take these every time. Cool. Right, I mean, that's a lot of damage to just punch. And so it's because the Sapwood's not losing HP in Relentless, it's pretty good. How in the world does Adaptive Mutation work on this thing? Does it do nothing? It's a full heal. You swap attack and health. But the attack is equal to health. So the only way this is positive is if you've applied spikes because of Gnarled Root. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't do what we want, is what that means. Got it. Channel Song. No, I have dregs. This is going to be basically unplayable. Okay, we skip that. Fine. Now, what am I doing? I don't think this is a world where I'm duping the Animus of Wilting Sapwood. We hit that multi-strike, so I feel a little bit better about this overall with only the one. So in this universe, I am stealthing in front. I can take 4 space on top. That's fine. I have the mid-floor Rector Lady line, which is 4 space. Again, it's okay. We either take double draw or I grab Ember if I'm concerned. I've hit enough -1s, though, that I feel reasonably confident I just take draw power. Just show me more Cycle of Life, basically. Just, I want to hit that card so many times. We go to the left because hitting an Endless here is huge. Huh, Thorn Casing. I skipped Preserve Thorns. I actually think it was still correct, by the way, but I also skipped Thorn Fruit. Wow, this could have been a nuts run from that angle. I guess you grab the Concussive Coals. There's no reason not to. You may as well. I'm not relying on a revenge trigger down bottom, so sure. Okay. We take this Horde in middle, for sure. Ah, Mark of an Exile is nice. We do like that. Alternatively, Conscription Notice is surprisingly decent. I can always jam this into the Sapwood Stealth unit floor. True. Mark of an Exile means, I mean, oh, that's a lot of damage on Rector. I think that is correct, right? There's a lot of health on Rector. Oh, we love health on Rector. I forgot about that. That's really good into a lot of things. Just objectively true. I'm going to grab Conscription Notice here, actually. I think that is fine. What do you got? Endless is the genius tier content. Oh, boy. All right, Endless hit into Molten Encasement. Great. I grab the +25 into the Lady. Great. I reroll and I can afford another multi-strike into my Wilting Sapwood. The run is blessed. And then in Caverns says build a card. Sure, buddy. I'll take spikes. Why not? Spikes heal? Yeah, friend. Let's do it. Spikes heal space. Spikes heal money? It's too late for money. I'm gonna grab space, I suppose. I mean, this card is good, right? This card is a good heal. And the spikes is +5 damage. Sure. Is this card actually worth it? Let me think about that for a second, right? I don't actually want this. I'd rather hit more Cycle of Life. Yeah, hold up. I don't want this card. Hold up. Oh, we're not happy with that. We do nothing. Get out of here. That's a good card, but I don't want it here. Okay. Okay, we're feeling strong. I'm gonna go all in on Burnout. Yeah, I'm going in all in on Burnout. Nice. Nice. I hesitated there because there's a universe where I took space, played middle with a Harvest pivot on Rector, and then a Harvest Rector tanks for Sapwood. But we have the Endless Stealth here, so I'm a lot less concerned about everything. Cool, and now we can safely go to the removal dupe. We get the backline clear out of the Devourer. It's all coming together, right? I don't care about spikes. Yeah, it's all coming together, and we get to even jam the Conscription Notice into the right floor. So you do Rector here. Animus of Speed, huh? It's what? Molten Encasement up top. Wilting Sapwood. You may as well put the Animus of Speed in play. There's really no reason not to. We pull the curse forward, by the way. Yeah, we'll play the Animus of Speed. I did this intentionally, right? Specifically because I knew I would be able to hit this. True. So now it's Molten Encasement still. It's Lady down below. We take the Focus Growth. Big value. And what? We're hitting it. We're already killing that top floor. Feels pretty good. I'm gonna... Resin removal downstairs, I suppose. Pretty decent turn for it, I think. We'll put a Dreg in play, I think, as well. Sure. Sure, I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, bottom floor just kind of punches, right? We take a Cycle of Life into our friend upstairs. Molten Encasement lands. We do a big heal. Because look at this. The spikes actually make him do less damage. Is a really important detail. Yeah, it's actually a really important detail. That is a true statement. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I think we're going to be fine. I just need to be thinking slightly. We cleared this up top. We have the stealth to win. I think that's good. I'm definitely taking this Restoration Detonation. Ooh, buddy, that's a swing. Dreg middle, dreg middle. It's good that we're getting a lot of these concussive coal hits. I wish they were like 100% though, because then I would feel so much stronger about concussive coals in general, but it's fine. This turn plays itself. Of course, we Restoration Detonation. We get a dude killed middle. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We just keep the stealth flowing. We play Mutilation, Mutilation. I will focus growth here into the unit that matters the most. Sure. Alright, we get the Cycle of Life in play. Molten Encasement lands. Let's see, I can prevent some damage taken by simply pinging one out, which is good. I can even keep her alive. I may as well. Right? And that's good. Keeping her alive, she stacks into Relentless, which is good. I didn't even look, but bottom floor is... Wow, bottom floor just casually did 700 damage to that man. I feel powerful. And that's a good feeling. A lot of stealth, an obnoxious amount of stealth. Yeah. Yeah, we're strong. Cool. Yeah, we're very powerful, actually. That Animus of Speed hit with the Gnarled Root is pretty big, but I think we're really good right now. Engulfed in Smoke. This is unnecessary. I don't need another ping. Memories of the Melted. I don't need the Ember. Sure. Pyrogrow. They show me Pyrogrow again. I will grab Pyrogrow this time around, yes. Yeah, I give up one of my +2 draws on a single turn for the plus Ember, which lets me play out a lot more cards. Yeah, we'll take that. That's good. And that should be... I think that's the last card I grab. We go to the removal dupe here, and we feel power. I do have to take everything here. -2. Sure. Wicked Blaze. Sure. I mean, the thing is we engage the pact. I was always planning on doing this. It's just a matter of, like, do I want anything else? Yeah, Devourer of Death. Yes, please. Good. Intrinsic says... Huh. Intrinsic Polyclaw is better than it sounds. Do not take Combustible Wax. Petrified Crucible, no. Yeah, no. Man, this would have been a crazy Thorn Hollow run, right? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That would have been real good. It's okay. We're doing the Sapwood nonsense. Now, we hit really well on the shops, so I think we win without hitting the second multi-strike, but the second multi-strike is good, right? Okay. Removals. I believe... What do I believe? I believe the dregs are pretty bad. They do go away. I don't mind them that much. Remove, consume, Holy Claw? I think the intrinsic Holy Claw is really value. It is ultimately just a solution to Patient and Divinity. If in the universe where I miss my early encasement, I don't want my dude to die. So I think you intrinsic that Holy Claw every time. We look for a double stack now that I saw that. I do 20 and consume a restore. I don't need these regen triggers. I just need the big bursts of healing here, which is good. A -1 is value. I'll put it into one of the restoration detonations. I'm going to leave the other one open because it is my holdover, I believe. True. Yep. We do not remove consume here. We reroll. Cool. Double stack is fine. Any of these could have been good, right? So this is now a double stack steel pulley claw angle. Now, the only problem, of course, being I don't have 4 Ember on turn 1. That's a true statement. So if you pull Wilting Sapwood on turn 1, I can't play it with that steel pulley claw. Yeah, that's fair. We should draw through our deck fast enough for days 3 to be enough to hit the stealth, right? So what you do instead is you take a -1 into the pulley claw. No. Yes. Yes, we do that. True. I take a -1 into this restoration detonation, then I go back over here. The dupe is on Cycle of Life every single time. Yep, that's just a really good card. The removals are probably restores. These are bad cards. At least the dregs go away. Yes, the unupgraded restores, for what it's worth. Our big heals are the focus growth, the restoration detonations. Yeah, we're fine here. Okay, so that's good. That's strong pickup. I reroll the shop. Flicker's Liquor actually lets me do this, right? Yeah, there's a reason I thought about this. Yeah, Flicker's Liquor solves the Ember problem on turn 1 for that stack stone. So now we're really strong. 6 days, very good. Cool. Cool. I'll take a +10 into, honestly, Purifying Cleanse. This just keeps the lady alive a little longer. Yeah. And I feel good. I could take a -2 into Wicked Blaze, but this Wicked Blaze does not even get played that often, right? And in the cases where it does, my entire rest of the hand is going to be free, essentially. Look how cheap my deck is, right? Cycle of Life 0, Dregs 0, Focus Growth 0, Hollow Drippings 0. Molten Encasement immediately is like a 0 because it makes something else free. Purifying Cleanse, Pyro 0. Restoration Detonations 0. Vine Grasp 0. We're okay. Alright, 110 out of 100. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and kill Patient. Yeah, this is a very cool run, and I'm glad to have had it. I think we did tease out the way to make this work. The problem, I mean, is it a problem? I think it's okay for a unit to be multi-strike dependent here. I think that's allowed. I don't mind. We easily hit this, by the way. Rector. Steelworker is a hell yeah from me, brother. True. Very true. I want to guarantee... Oh, I have so many units. This is fine, right? Yeah. Has to hit. So then we ascend and punch this man. And I shoot him. True. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Cycle of Life. Restore. Hollow Drippings. Face Tank. Dang, man, they all die. It's okay. I don't mind terribly much. I can reform that. Cycle of Life. Heal. Heal. We reform the lady now. I do put her in action, even if it does rally. That's fine. And sure. I think we're okay. Yeah, this will be alright. I think he goes middle here. Yeah, thank you, Dreg. Very cool. We do get the Devourer at long last, so that's good. We like that. I will remove the melee weakness up top. Good. I will play in a Dreg downstairs. No reason not to. Take the big heals. And chill. Yes, we're fine. At this point, we've stabilized. Right, he comes upstairs. Oh no. You just play the Devourer of Death and it clears everything. We do play every single cycle of life that they show us. Order, by the way, but it does not matter. Yeah. True, true. He's still dazed, by the way, for what it's worth. It has not worn off yet, which is incredible. The power. Cycle of life. What an interesting run. We save the resin removal now. Yeah. Yeah, this wins. Right? I mean, this has to win. I believe it must. Ooh, check this. I get to just absolutely sandblast the steel wings there. And then we do it to this man too. It's pretty good. Let's see. Resin removal probably goes bottom floor. Clear those out. I think that's good. We'll get it again up top. No problem. Sure. I don't feel like rallying him. I think he's dead. Yeah, I think we're good. He goes to Relentless here. He's going to take a good chunk from this floor. Yeah, like 400. I think that's fair. Cycle of life. Cycle of life. You keep the Devourer of Death moving. We resin removal upstairs. That does an extra 100 damage. That's pretty good. I think that does an extra, yeah, a couple hundred. Yeah, true. Math, buddy, math. It works. Cool. We're good. I think we win. The stealth guarantees it, I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Rector. Doing a good job, buddy. Doing a good job. And then even now, you just... does not matter. You just bring back Rector for one last ride. And he beats the ever-living hell out of the boss. Yeah, you'll love to see it. Cool. Yeah, good job, buddy. And then we win upstairs. Easy. Well done. Cool. Let's go. Love to see it. He just punches the actual hell out of it. All right, Wilting Sapwood. All right, you're getting there. I think this wins. I think we get there. As long as I can draw the fast enough, and I think I should be able to. Yeah, check this. I'm really excited if this works. And if this fails, I don't think this was ever going to win. Is basically where we're at. This is a mid-floor Rector angle, I believe. Yes, you do mid-floor. We get a Titan Sentry. Weird. That is very strange. Do you still put him up there? I guess? I mean, you might as well. Daze the Divinity. Seems good. I don't know, man. You still put this man upstairs? I think I put him downstairs and let him die, and we reform him. He just kills enemies, which is good, right? Yeah, I mean, that's true. He just kills enemies. Right? I'm fine with that. Okay, cycle of life, restore. Play out some dregs. Mid-floor gets punched. We're strong enough to kill this wave, which is good. Let's see, I would like to... I can kill this front enemy here, which is kind of cool, or I can pull the Shade Wings forward and kill that, which neuters this wave, right? So I think we do pull it forward, shotgun it out, and that saves the lady. Then we get focus growth up top, which is power. I don't play into harvest, and we just drop both Hallow Drippings here, and we're okay, I think. Yeah. I think we're strong enough to clear these early waves, and I'm just waiting for stealth, man. Yeah, good. I do think I will Restoration Detonation up front. I think that's strong. It also saves the lady, which I think matters. I will probably Resin Removal this floor. I think that's powerful. I'm going to heal upstairs. I think that's worth. I'm going to Purifying Cleanse my lady here. Kill the Dreg off. I think I will Wicked Blaze back the Shark for one last ride here. He's a good unit to just kind of roll here. And I'll take the 10 bonus attack upstairs. I think that's good. Sure. Yeah, sure. I think this is fair. Now, do we hit enough times to win? Maybe. I think the Devourer of Death will help considerably. How interesting. So I want the tank. So we pull this man forward. It's weird how that works out. Maybe that wasn't correct. I wanted... I don't know. Weird. I mean, we take some hits. This was the hardest wave, of course. But it's not too bad. It's just one round of each, and they didn't have spikes, so I don't care that much. Cycle of Life, big value. We keep playing the encasement. I mean, we are clearing out the really scary enemies here. The really scary enemies being, you know, everything like chains. We beat chains. Now, I can Resin Removal downstairs, clear a whole bunch here, and then also kill the spikes dude, which is kind of clutch, and then we bring back Shark. He does take some damage here, but I think like takes the strike effect, but I think that's okay. 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 How are we doing? How are we doing? I would like to what? Always Molten Encasement upstairs. This kills these Shade Wings. Good. We always Cycle of Life because it's how we scale our attack here. Now, I can this Clip Defender has been neutered thanks to the Resin Removal. So I can pull an enemy forward that I want our buddy to punch. I think it's going to be Vine Grasp on this front man. Yeah, that's good. I can just do a huge heal on Shark Buddy. I can give him some burnout. I mean, he still dies, but it's okay. I do want to draw more cards next turn, so we play the Focus Growth. This Restoration Detonation has no value anywhere anymore. Okay. That's fair. Goodbye, Shark. You've done your job. Okay, Cycle of Life. Oh, we're clearing it. We are clearing it, as it were. We get the Wicked Blaze back, so we do get to bring back Lady again, which is important for our friend Rector. We like that. I'm gonna kill this Light Wings, I think. Saves a lot of life here. Yes, that's a huge amount of HP saved. And then I think we heal Rector a little bit, and we're okay. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. We're hitting enough times. I think we'd be leaking a lot more without that last multi-strike, though. Almost certainly, right? We're definitely strong enough to win right now. But yeah. Sadly, we didn't get... Concussive Coals did not have its day. It did not do anything to the Absolvers. Unfortunate, but... it is, I suppose, what it is. Oh, we get the Sandblast, the Steel Wings. That makes next floor really strong. You'll love to see it. Sure, actually. Sure. It doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters. So you ping the boss. You take the... May as well put that in. We actually kill the unit, right? Yeah, that's good. And then we don't touch this Purifying Cleanse because I don't want to incant this man. And we're okay. Sure. We're good. I think we win. I think we definitely get through Relentless thanks to the stealth, right? There's just no universe. That's not true. Yeah, cool. True. I may as well bring back El Sharko for one final ride. You put him in front and he eats these Wilt Wings hits, which actually matters. Right? Hell yeah, brother. That technically saves some HP and damage on the Wilting Sapwood too, which is nice. Mid-floor, I don't know, he does something. Let's get it, bud. Alright, this is very cool. I quite enjoyed this run. The Sapwood was very good. I only leaked a couple units, and that was on an early turn before I really popped off. Yeah, the cycle of life plus Sapwood is really good. I think this clan needs more ways to increase HP, maybe, but at the core, that felt really strong. That felt really good. All right, let's hit the run summary. I think that was an extremely good episode. I'm very pleased by this. Yeah, so the core, the foundational elements of this run were Light's Gift, because it meant that Sapwood never got punched when it was alone up top. It was having a Rector that I could play somewhere else was good, so it being burnout was nice. I think the lady helped a lot for this, just keeping him alive. I don't think she was important, but she was good. She was better than removing by a good amount. So, other things, where is it? Cycle of Life. Yeah, this card is really good here because you get the 5 attack from Gnarled Root, which interacts positively because relics come after unit abilities, which I had forgotten, but makes perfect sense. So it's a plus 15 attack swing, plus 10 health swing on the Sapwood. Nuts. That is such a good scaler. Like, this card being uncommon, I think, is critical for this to be good. Otherwise, if this thing were rare, I mean, I would probably have not seen it, and then this run would have looked a lot worse. We just dupe that. The Steel Pulley Claw was clutch. I think that was really good for Patient. Really good for Divinity as well. Big Restoration Detonations, just big heals. I like these a lot. They're very good. They kill an enemy, potentially, and they are just heals. You just burn Restores with 20 and Consumes, because I just want the HP. I don't need the Regeneration or anything else. I don't care about the Rejuvenate trigger. So... And then ultimately you have Devourer of Death to clean up backlines when we're not hitting enough times. And you have the Molten Encasement to handle everything else. Now, admittedly, because this is the mod, I think you could have gone the other direction with Molten Encasement infused into Devourer of Death. But the only reason I didn't do that is because I had the Burnout 1 in the Molten Encasement already. That's the only reason. So it was just better to go this way. The 30 damage in the backline is good. I think in the base game, you can't do the other direction because Devourer of Death loses its soul on when it dies and comes back. So that kind of sucks a lot. But on the mod, you can totally do it. You absolutely can do it. So it's really, really good, in fact. So just a consideration. I like the modded Devourer of Death a lot. Otherwise, this is all Wilting Sapwood. This is an obnoxious number of multi-strikes, right? I mean, it's hard to look at this and go, this is normal. You saw 2 multi-strikes at a shot plus an Animus of Will. That's a lot. But at the same time, I don't necessarily hate units that are multi-strike dependent. There are a lot of them in the game, right? And they still exist in the mod as well. The game, at its core, is balanced around the existence of multi-strike. It is just true, right? Think about, like, Sirens. Sirens are very multi-strike dependent as well. They need to have at least one multi-strike. Now, granted, they don't need more than that, but they need at least the one. There's a couple other units that are like that too, right? Railbeater is a good example. Railbeater is terrible if you don't have a single multi-strike on him, but if you get him hitting twice or even 3 times, he goes crazy. So just some good examples of units that are strong but multi-strike dependent, and sometimes that's okay, and sometimes it's not. I think if I were going to make one change to Sapwood, it actually wouldn't be to Sapwood. Well, there'd be two things. One, I think I would carry its summon trigger over on infusion because I think that opens up sapwood infusion into things. Otherwise, I can't imagine ever putting sapwood into something else, right? What am I going to do? Put this into a sweeper and then what? It does 30 damage forever? You can't even attack scale it. So I don't think that's good. I think you need to carry over that summon trigger and then you basically turn healing into damage, which I think is strong. Otherwise, no. So you do that. I think that needs to happen. Summon trigger, yes. And then the other part of this that I think I would change is that I think you need more HP boosters in the clans, right? I think you just do. You need more things that boost HP, just period. A good consideration, I may actually consider this as well. Steel Enhancer might go +5/+5, honestly. I think that might be a good one. I don't know if there's any others. Might be if you have one opinion on this run, I'd be curious your thoughts on if there's any other good location for a plus HP card in Awoken, because I think it needs it. It's just a question of where. Cycle of Life being uncommon, I think, is unbelievably important. Just so good here, but I think there needs to be one more at least, presumably in an uncommon or common state, so you'd actually be able to see it. But yeah. Anyway, I think that is very good. We are on a 1-win streak. Who, buddy? We won. All right. And yeah, so hey, I think that's all I've got for you. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.